Introduction to fractions, parts and whole. Few kids were playing in the park, and after playing they reached their home. Then one of the kids said, "I am feeling hungry." Then the grandmother came and said, "I have kept a chocolate for you. Go and have the chocolate." The kids eagerly came to see the chocolate. "Here is a whole chocolate. How can we share this chocolate?" "I have an idea. We can share this chocolate by dividing equally among 4 of us." So children, what did they do here? They saw a whole chocolate. Whole means complete, full. So when they saw the full chocolate, then one of the girl asked, "How can we share this chocolate?" Then the other girl said, "I have an idea. We can share this by dividing equally among 4 of us." Means among the 4 children, as 4 children are there here, if that chocolate is divided equally, if you don't divide equally, what happens? One will start crying or fighting that you got more, I got less, and all this happens. Yes or no? They said we will equally share among 4 of us. Friends, do you know this is fraction? Fraction is an equal part of a whole object. Then the other girl said, "Friends, this is known as fraction in maths." And what is a fraction? Fraction is equal part of whole object. Means from the complete object, if we make it into equal parts, then that is known as fraction. Then the other girl asked, "Can you please explain about fraction?" Then she said, "Yes, come on." Now, how many kids are there? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, how many kids are there? 4 kids are there. So, the chocolate has to be divided into how many parts? 4 kids are there. So, 4 equal parts. So let's see how we can divide it. The first part of chocolate, second part, third part and fourth part. So do you understand how many kids are there? 4 kids are there. So the whole object, here the object is chocolate. So chocolate was divided into 4 parts. Yes or no? This is a 4 parts. We have divided the whole chocolate into 4 parts. And 1 out of these 4 equal parts can be written as, that is, it can be expressed as 1/4. Means this, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4 parts were there. Yes or no? 4 equal parts. Out of that, if this 1 part if we take, how can we write it as 1 by, total number of parts are 4. So it can be written as 1/4. And this number is read as 1/4. And such type of numbers are called fractions. So this type of numbers are called fractions. Now what is this? This is a whole chocolate, means complete chocolate. Yes or no? And if we take a single piece of that will become a part. So you understood what is whole and what is part? The complete one is a whole, and if we take single parts from that is known as part. Hence, a fraction is an equal part of a whole object. So the fraction, in the last clip we have seen 1/4. Yes or no? So what is that? 1 part out of 4 complete pieces. Yes or no? So a fraction is a part of a whole object. Now Once again, let's take the 4 pieces of chocolate, and from that 1 piece I'm taking down, and I told you that this is written as, how is this written? 1/4, because 1 part. Totally we have divided into how many parts? 4 parts. Out of that, how many parts have taken? 1 part. And this one is called as numerator. What do we name it as? The top part is called as numerator, and the down part is known as denominator. What is the top part called? Numerator, and the down part is known as denominator. And this denominator tells us about total number of parts in a whole. Means in a whole, the whole chocolate was there. That whole chocolate we divided into how many parts? 4 parts. So no, totally how many parts? 4 parts. So the denominator, in denominator what we will write? We will write the total number of parts in a whole. Full whole, how many parts we divided, the total we will be writing by, and we'll write that number. And the numerator, that is the top part, tells us how many parts are taken from the whole. Now these 4 chocolates have taken 1 part. Yes or no? I've kept the chocolate here. Yes or no? I've taken only 1 part. So when I've taken 1 part, we top numerator. This is numerator and this is denominator. This I'll write it 1 because I've taken whole 1 part by total how many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is written as 1/4. Understood, children? Now, the denominator, that is the down part, can never be 0, as we cannot make 0 parts of a whole. Always remember, children, the denominator, that is the down part which we are writing, it can never be 0, because from this complete chocolate or complete object, anything, if I ask you to take 0 part, can we take it? No, we cannot take it. Yes or no? So that's why always remember the denominator cannot be 0. Now, what is this? This is a whole circle. Yes or no? Are you seeing the circle? This is a whole circle. And if this circle I have divided into 2 parts like this, yes or no? How many parts I have divided? This is the first part and this is the second part. I have divided into 2 parts. So when an object is equally divided into 2 parts, then each part is known as half. H-A-L-F, half. When we divide it into equally 2 parts, then it is known as half. And how we will write it? Let's see. It is written as 1/2, because I told you numerator top part, what we will write? The part which is taken. This is 1 part by totally how many parts are there? 1, 2. So it is written as 1/2. The other part will also be 1/2. Now, and 1/2 means 1 out of 2 parts. We have totally made it into 2 parts. So 1 out of 2 parts. Now 2 equal half parts make a whole. Yes or no? This was a whole circle. That is 1. Whole means 1. And from that whole, I divided into 2 parts. So if we add these 2 parts, this part and this part, then it will become a whole circle, no? So that's why 2 equal half parts make a whole. It is 1/2 plus 1/2 is equals to 1, because 2 halves will make 1. And what is this known as? This fraction is known as half fraction. Next one, the same circle. Now I have divided this circle into how many parts? See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many parts have divided? Have divided into 4 parts. When an object is equally divided into 4 parts, then each part is known as quarter. Then what is each part known as? Each part is known as quarter, and it is written as 1/4. Yes or no? That is 1 part out of how many parts we have divided? 4 parts, and it means 1 out of 4 parts. Now 4 equal quarter parts make a whole. Yes or no? Because this whole circle, when we divide it into 4 parts, if we add these 4 parts, it will become whole circle, that is 1. So 4 equal parts make a whole, and if we add 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, it will be 1. And what is this known as? Quarter. First we read about half fraction, and this is quarter. Now next, equivalent fraction. Let's see what is an equivalent fraction. Now this is a whole circle, yes or no? If I divide it in between, then it will become 2 parts. Then each part is known as 1 by 2. Now the yellow part is 1 by 2 in the first one. In the next one, I'll go to the green parts. Okay, in this green part, it is divided into how many? 4 parts. So each part will be 1 by 4, 1 by 4. So no. And if I see that, if I divide it into 2 parts, if this is divided into 2 parts, okay, then if we consider only 2 parts, then what we can say? So totally how many green parts are there? 2 by 4. So how many green colored parts are there? 1, 2. 2 by total how many parts are there? 4. Similarly, this circle have divided into how many parts? 8 parts. So how many blue colored parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 by 8. And if I don't consider this line, if I considered only this line, so how is the green part? It is exactly half of the white part. Similarly, if I consider this one, only this line into 2 parts, then the blue part is exactly half of the white part. So that I can say it as half also. This is known as equivalent fraction. It is 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4 equals to 4 by 8. Because if you do cancellation also, you see 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So this is also 1 by 2. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Otherwise multiply here and see. Multiply by 2. Then it will be 1 into 2, 2. 2 into 2, 4. 2 by 4. Now multiply by 4. 1 into 4, 4. 2 into 4, 8. In fractions, whenever you multiply, what number you are multiplying with the numerator, the same number should be multiplied in the denominator also. So, equivalent fractions means the 1 by 2 which is there, it can be written as 2 by 4, 4 by 8 also. This is an illustration which has been given for you. If I ask only green parts, how many green parts are there? 2 by total number of parts? 4. And this 2 by 4 is also called as 1 by 2 because that is exactly half. Now similarly 1/8 part if I divide, then it is known as half only because this 1/8 parts, the blue part is exactly half of the white part. So if unit fraction is 1 by 2, its equivalent fractions can be written as 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8. Similarly for 1 by 3, 1 by 4 and 1 by 5 also. You just multiply and see ma. Here if I multiplied with 2, the numerator also denominator. So 1 into 2, 2. 2 into 2, 4. 2 by 4. Same. If I multiply with 3, by 1 into 3, 3. 2 into 3, 6. Or you can do cancellations also. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 1 by 2. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 1 by 2. So this is known as equivalent fractions. That is 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 6. That equals to 3 by 9. That equals to 4 by 2. Equivalent. That is equal fractions. Now, how many parts are colored green in this? Total how many parts are there? 4 parts. Out of green is how many parts? 4 parts. Yes or no? So that is green colored is 4 by total how many parts are there? 4. So 4 by 4. That we call it as whole, complete. 4 by 4 means that is equals to 1. So that is whole. Now next one. Let's go to the second one. In this, how many green parts are there? First tell me. 2 parts. Totally how many parts it is? 4 parts. So then that we will write it as 2 by 4. And already I told you 2 by 4 is equal to equivalent fraction is 1 by 2. Because green part is exactly half of the white part. So how we can write it as 1 by 2, and this is known as half. Here, how many green parts are there? 3 green parts are there. By total, how many parts are there? 4. So this is 3/4. And already I told you 1/4 is known as quarter. So 3/4 means 3/4. Next, 1 out of 4 parts. That we will write it as 1/4. And this is known as quarter. Okay, I think you all understood the basic of the fractions. Yes, thank you.